What is up, guys? Killerkev today, back with a brand new episode of Skyrim Special Edition. Hopefully you guys are having a super sick day, and today we are going to be covering the DCR King Crusader Mega Pack. This is absolutely awesome. It's just hit the store as well for Xbox One. I believe it's been on PC for a little while just now, so we are grabbing it on the Xbox One and trying it out now. So, as always, guys, if you want either PC or Xbox One, links are down in the description below. Once you have installed it and you are ready to go, you are going to need to head over to this location here. It is the Bloated Man's Grotto. You're going to need to come over here just because the weapons are located in this section as well. We'll talk about the armor just in a bit. That's a little bit more complicated to obtain, but the weapons are located in here. Now, I've actually cleared out the location to begin with, so I will just be running to where you can find the weapons and so on and so forth. I'm going to give it a little bit of a talk as we go in to this location and talk about the weapons as well. Now, if you want the weapons that are great, I mean, they do actually have a lore with them as well. I think it's like a 200-year lore. It comes with a small little note that you can actually read up on. You don't have to. I am not going to be doing that in this video, and also I'm not going to be looking at the spells that you get with this pack as well. So what we're going to be doing is going straight along, and we're just going to be following the path all the way until we get to the Talus Shrine. So what we're going to do is just blitz all through this now, and once I get there I'm going to show you guys where it is. So guys, we found it already, and what you're going to be doing is looking for this statue here. Obviously there's a ton of different chests around here, but there's only two in particular that we're going to be looting. The one on the right is irrelevant. That is a standard vanilla chest. We do not want that, and this is the chest that we actually want. It is hidden within this little web section here, which is kind of cool actually. So just to break it down real quick, these are sort of offhands. The defenders, you can actually equip these, hence why the armor is 123. I believe you can upgrade these as well. They stay in the left hand as a shield, but obviously it displays the fact of they are sort of like a mini defender slash dagger. Pretty damn cool for obviously the light and the heavy. A little bit of a difference, 123 for the heavy and 120 for the light. I'll obviously go for the heavy just because of that 3 armor rating as well, and especially when hopefully if we can upgrade, it's going to be a lot better as well. Not too bad, just for 123 standard. If you can't upgrade it, it's pretty damn cool. Obviously we've got a ton of different variations of swords here. We've got some two-handers, which are very, very nice indeed. Obviously will not work with those defenders. And then obviously we have got the one-handers as well. All of these are enchanted as well. Please do bear that in mind. These are the things you are going to need to work on. Guys, I'd recommend, if you can, grabbing these and then installing a mod called the Cheat Room. Going over to the cheat room and duplicating these. I'm not too sure how you can find these out in the world, but I believe I'd done this video before. I made the boots and then I didn't have any more. I could not craft the armor, which is the only way to obtain the armor set as well. You need to craft the armor. So I'm obviously for these, I'm actually going to duplicate a shitload of these just because I want to display the armor in its full glory. I'm not too sure how about you can actually get it. You might have to read up on the forum, but for the sake of time and for this video, I will be duplicating them. And obviously we will be showing off some of these weapons as well. So I'm going to loot all of them. There's one more chest that you need to grab in this area as well, which is behind the statue itself, which is just lurking around here. And here it is. This is actually equipped as a dagger. I'm not too sure why it is, but this one actually is equipped as a dagger, as a damage of 19, which is extremely low. This one we're going to be duplicating as well, just because this seems to be sort of a currency to make certain things to do with the armors and everything else. So we're going to be grabbing that one as well and duplicating that one. This one obviously is a note to do with the lore. There's some leather straps there. I'm not too sure why they're in there. It might be due to this letter here, and obviously as well these spells, which we will not be covering in this video. So we're going to take all of that, and then that is it. So once you've done that, you're going to head out of this location by following the road on the right, which obviously leads all the way down and around back to the main entrance of the place. The thing that's in here are bears, saber-tooths, and some enchanted creatures. Careful of those as well. They are alright if you're a higher level, but it can be a little bit of pain if you're a lower level as well. So be wary once you are clearing this area. Obviously as well as a couple of wolves eating on that deer, which is pretty standard. Lovely place to go and explore, and a lovely place to put the weapons in as well. But yeah, we are going to need to head over to any forge now and create the armor. But before I do that off screen, I am actually going to duplicate those little light things, little tokens that I discussed earlier, that obviously we need a ton of to grab the armor. So bear with me 2 minutes, guys, and we shall end up back in Whiterun. So after duplicating a ton of those materials to make the armor, we are going to need to head over to any forge. I've come to my favorite place, Whiterun, and we're going to head into the ebony smithing perk. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a full set starting from the top. So we're going to grab a heavy set, so we're going to grab the heavy boots like so. I'm obviously going to go for the heavy hood. There's a dramatic difference between the two. Obviously, the boots just a 2 armor value rating between the two, heavy and light, which is a little bit weak, but that's fine. But there's a dramatic difference between the heavy hood and the light hood. 114 for the heavy hood and 98 bog standard for the light. So we're going to be grabbing the heavy. Hopefully we can upgrade this as well. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom here and see what robes there are. Right, so the difference between the robes is the heavy one here is just a standard heavy plate thing, no enchantment on that one. This one allows you to sum up to 30 locust casts. Oh, this is to do with the spells that you did obtain. So if you want to obviously use the spells, then obviously you're going to grab this one, and the same for the heavy and the light one as well. But for me, I'm just going to grab the heavy robes just because I don't think I'd be using the spells just in general. I'm going to grab the heavy gauntlets as well. The difference between the gauntlets, not so much the boots, but the gauntlets are different. 81 for the light and 92 for the heavy. That is pretty damn sweet. So I think we've got everything ready to go. So the only thing to do now is to see if we can upgrade the armor as well. Very intrigued if we can. We can, which is awesome. So the heavy boots are going to go to 92 to a whopping 523. So we're going to upgrade those as we go. The daggers, I'm going to the defenders. Sorry, I'm going to grab one of these just because it's going to sit nicely in my offhand, which is going to be my left hand, which is going to go from 123 to 555, which is absolutely awesome. That just sort of acts as a little shield. The hood, 114 to 544, which is awesome. The big bad boy, which I believe will go over to 1.2, let's see, 228 to, no, 1088, not too bad. The gauntlets 92 to 523. Very nice indeed. I want to see if we can use the grindstone to upgrade our blades as well, that we did obtain through that as well. This one's a little bit odd. This is the Crucify shoulder dagger. I'm not too sure what this is, or I probably read that entirely wrong. But 249 damage for a small dagger is not too bad at all, going from 22, but I will not be grabbing that one. This one as well, I'm going to be grabbing this one. So the one-hander is going to go into 32 to 260, which is very nice indeed. And the two-hander, which is going to be, I'm going to choose the fire one here because why not? That's very nice. Hopefully it ignites. Smite your enemies with country fire, do 5 points of damage every second for 2 seconds. Okay, an additional kill undead has a chance to cause judgment that turns on. Oh, destroy enemy near undead. Okay, cool. So not too bad sword. Pretty damn good. So the two-hander is going to go from 54 to a whopping 324, so that's pretty damn cool. So the moment you've all been waiting for is basically, and I've been waiting for it as well, we're going to go over to our appearance and we are going to bung this armor on. Cannot wait to show you this, guys. It is going to look absolutely sick. So I'm going to go for the legendary one here, which will be in my left hand. For the hood there, the robes, which is awesome. Our armor value rating is absolutely insane at this current point. Armor value rating is 3,256, which is, again, probably one of the top 5 that we've had. The defender, which we already have, which we're not going to use just because we have the property of that one. And let's look at the one-hander as well, which I believe is going to be the legendary one, which is there. Going to go in the right-handed slot. So from the back, that looks absolutely beautiful. That defender, as you can tell, we'll have a look at that in a minute. But let's look at the main armor just in general. Holy shit. Excuse my French, but that is absolutely beautifully detailed. There is no clipping at all through this. And it looks absolutely beautiful. Wow. That is a really, really nice set of armor. Look at that. Even the shoulder pieces, that looks really damn terrifying. Really, really nice though. The defender obviously is in this hand, so obviously you can tell my one-hander here. The defender just comes up slightly. It's just to add that sort of a little bit of a texture. I believe it's just to do with maybe sort of a, it kind of does remind me of sort of hunting vampires of some sort. But the sword looks great, especially with this animation as well. It looks really damn sick. Let's have a little look at it as well from this angle. Oh yeah, very, very nice. Obviously you can tell the sword looking absolutely awesome. The defender is on the left hand side, which is obviously just mimicked a shield effect, but obviously it's not a shield, so that looks pretty damn cool. Obviously cannot use that in combat, but the one-hander does look very, very nice. The armor as well just looks so goddamn crisp. Really, really crisp. So the only thing to look at now is obviously going to be that two-hander as well. So we're going to obviously look at the two-hander, which we're going to go for the legendary one as well. We're going to equip that and see what that one looks like. That looks absolutely awesome as well, especially with this animation. Really, really, really nice set of armor. This is definitely going to be in one of the top 5 spots for the end of the week. Absolutely beautiful. Sorry guys, it was such a long-winded video, but obviously there's a lot of things to do behind the scene. But I would recommend as well duplicating or finding a way to get more of those particular currency to make the armor. Otherwise it's going to be a little bit of a ball ache for you. As I say, originally I did the video, created one piece of armor, and that was it. Straight out the window, could not get any more. A little bit pissed off, but that's fine. But if you're just for the weapons, go to Bloated Man's Grotto, grab it, and yeah, you got all the weapons. With the armor, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, obviously hit me up with a like and a comment. It is very much appreciated. But guys, until the next one, this is absolutely awesome. Killerkev here, and
Killerkev out.